To talk all things crypto, what's been happening and what we can expect to see next, we speak to Chris Thomas, founder and CEO at Infinite Alpha. Let's jump straight in. It's been a few weeks since we last spoke and the crypto markets have been all over the place and taken a bit of a tumble with a global market cap of around $130 billion US and Bitcoin trading around 4,000 US dollars. What is happening here?
Hi, Jack. Good to see you again. I think fundamentally things have not changed, but we are in the depths of a pretty nasty bear market, and potentially there's a little bit more to go on the downside, despite the price rises over the last few days. Longer term, however, the outlook for crypto asset space has still to remain positive. We've got to bear in mind that this is still being driven by retail investors because very few institutions are yet in the market. Certainly with Fidelity and Bakkt and all these other ones making the announcements through the last 3-4 months, it's giving us a very strong foundation for the markets into 2019, 2020. So I also want to share with you quite an interesting comparison that I heard the other day. If you take the 24-hour transaction volumes of both Bitcoin and MasterCard and look at them versus their market caps, the Bitcoin, you're looking at $4.5 billion worth of 24-hour transactions, with a market cap of about 75 billion. MasterCard, $11 billion of transactions versus a market cap of 180 billion. Both have transaction volume to market cap ratios of about 16 times. And that demonstrates that as a value perspective is on par, Bitcoin value perspective is on par with MasterCard.
Secondly, and finally, just to finish up, Chris, what sort of news items have caught your eye over the past week or so?
Yeah, I think firstly, we're seeing that every day the corporate world is releasing 3 or 4 new projects or collaborations. So that's certainly a lot more than we saw a year ago, and it demonstrates that the corporate world is now starting to pay even more attention to the blockchain space. And it's good to see them experimenting. Whether many of these projects actually turn out to be successful or not is another matter. But at least they're experimenting and testing the value proposition to understand the benefits or not for their particular institutions. The main story probably over the last few days is that NASDAQ have decided to partner with US investment firm Van Eck. They're going to be creating a suite of institutional digital asset products going forward. Now, you may remember that Van Eck, during the summer, I think it was August time, applied to have a physically backed Bitcoin ETF. Mm-hmm. They're still awaiting for the outcome of that from the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission in the US. And again, this shows that the regulators are being a bit slow to progress anything. Frustratingly, that will probably be announced at some point in the new year now. But at least there's more and more good quality partnerships coming online on a daily basis.
Chris, amazing stuff. Thanks so much. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, and hopefully we'll speak again soon.
Likewise, Jack. Thanks very much.
Well, a massive thank you to Chris, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this interview and would like to find out more, be sure to head over to dukascopy.tv.